Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Zelda where I don't do any story missions. Hi guys, how's it going? As you can see, we're currently just flying. I've built my perfect flight glide machine out of the two pieces of elevator that have like no gravity. So, eh. I'm just flying into the wild blue yonder. No clue where we're going. I've just been flying straight during the whole pre-show. I've been doing okay. I didn't do TikTok Tuesday today, unfortunately. Just been doing other things. But new video tomorrow. Oh, Jude. Here, let's get out of the heat. Let's turn. So today I think we'll be wrapping up a bunch of side quests. It's going to be like finding shrines time, clearing out the underground time, you know. All that boring stuff Naomi doesn't want to be here for. Yeah. We were talking before about how Dragonfat says, I can confirm most people who are into video games who also happen to be weebs have you listed as persona non grata. That's going to be based on the pick-a-me thing. Well, Dragonfat, like, you and I had that conversation about your old friend from before he used to watch me and how he turned into like a full fucking retard. Wing Tassar, yeah. The thing is, like, I definitely lost. Yeah. I definitely lost, like, a bunch of the weeb crowd, which is terrible for a channel named Short Fat Otaku, by the way. I've wanted to, like, with the whole pick me thing, I lost a bunch of them. And that's bad, because my channel's named Short Fat Otaku. I've wanted to change the channel branding a lot recently. Like, I wanted to change the channel branding for at least a year or two now. And I'm just thinking, like, I could change it. But now it would just seem like I'm changing it to avoid the pick-a-me fallout, which I'm actually not. I've recovered fully from the pick-a-me fallout. I mean, not on Twitch. I just mentioned, like, I have less viewers. I mentioned in the pre-show, I have way less viewers on Twitch now than I used to. But YouTube, fully recovered. You know, I'm more popular on YouTube now than I ever was before. I'm gonna run out of, hold on. Oh, no. Well, I can at least get back on it, right? Half the reason YouTube promotes your content because of the SFO name? I don't think so, Avalon. I don't think SFO is like a known property, even now. Change the channel name to just Dev. There's a part that pulses charge that when using laser turret conflicts can kill things and save tons of battery. I have seen, for example, various builds that use, like, they use electric shock things to charge up a battery, like an electric battery that can be used. Oh, it's not. I know that for a fact, Avalon. I have some details in YouTube's back end. I know for a fact that YouTube no longer thinks that I make anime review videos, though it did up until like 2017, which was really stupid. We hadn't made anime, like we'd been doing Let's Play since 2011. We hadn't made an anime review video since 2015. And up till 2017, it thought we were doing anime still, but it's finally changed over to politics. Hi, Dev. Tomorrow I'll be going to a camp out music festival for a few days. Remember, fellas, don't let those $5 fish nuts turn to $1,500 child support. Haha, Starcade, have fun. So anyway, today's going to be like a bunch of just rounding up nonsense. Maybe we should start in the underground. I kind of want to get all the underground, like, discoveries cleared away, you know? So yeah, like, Let's dive down into here. The East Post Ruin. Still ruinous 5 years later. Let's dive down. Oh. Oh. Oh no, it destroyed my stuff! That's no good. Okay. We're going down. Okay, where are we? Is there any depots nearby? There's one right over here. Oh. Right over here. Okay. Hey there, Brian. What's up? Fascism is Capitalism is Decay video has been 50% recorded, but not complete yet. Still doing it. It's a big-ass video. That's why it's only 50%. It sucks that these stations never have steering sticks, you know? You really fucking need them to do anything in this game. Okay. Step 1 of tonight's plan. We're going to build our glider. And we're going to go and basically fill out the rest of our underground map. I'll do a video on egg hatching eventually, yeah. There's some stuff on the... We filled out the entire west side of the map. Here, I'll head down here first. Because this will allow me to fly and talk, basically. Brian, I don't know if you ever found these parts, these, like, wings here. They are probably the best part in the game. They're so useful. I can add more than one fan, but it won't do perfect flying. Like, it's perfectly level, just going. It won't do... If you add more than one fan, it won't do perfect flying. The Dumber left us, Kyle Klinsky or Lance? Oh, Lance, for sure. Yeah, I'll do the Depths Yiga quests with Naomi, like the boss. Yeah. So. Where are we going? We're going this way, okay. I still don't quite get what these things are. I think there's like ascend points, aren't they? Like, where does this even ascend to? Like, this house? No, it ascends to... Oh, it ascends to the bridge. Okay, yeah. Oh. So basically, yeah, I also do think I'm going to do a pick-me video at some point, but I don't know, like, there's... First of all, Doomer is begging me constantly, Dev, consider the optics of things, please, before you just do them. Dev, please, God. Because, like, I gave a take that Shoe-On Head's very mad at me for. I gave a take... I called Shoe-On Head a 1920s Nazi as compared to a 1940s Nazi. Because the 1920s Nazi, they were, like, much more socialistic and their nationalism, like the, you know, the Strasserites, right? They actually did want, like, massive wealth redistribution. They were very patriotic, you know, lots of social safety nets, very much socialism for one nation stuff. And then when Hitler got control of the party, he completely changed it. Not completely, but, like, generally changed it, right? So Shu, like, lost her mind. And I'm like, hold on, I'm factually correct here. And I have, like, writing and resources to back this up, but, like, the optics of it was just terrible. And Doomer was like, Dev, what the fuck did you expect? Like, Dev, what did you expect? Because it doesn't matter if you're correct. What matters is how it looks. And I'm just like, no. Doomer and I have the optics conversation, like, constantly. He's, like, pure 100% optics cuck, and I'm pure 100% truth cuck. I wouldn't call Shu a whore. He's not a whore. Come on, guys. Come on. So basically, optics have been like, optics have been the battle for me, right? Because I hate caring about optics. So for example, when I say, man, this, even though I lit up this entire area, it's still so dark down here. Like, damn, guys. At least over there it looks like an actual place. This just looks blech. Okay. You have to send me information on that, Archeon. Dave's editing right now, yeah. Dave is editing tomorrow's video, which I spent all day doing. Okay, so, the optics conversation, right? I've been, like, looking into Pick-A-Me archives with a bunch, not a bunch, with, like, one or two guys who have been, like, autistically, you know, recording and deep diving everything. I pretty much have my take solid. I was more correct than incorrect in the end. It just got a lot of people fucking angry. Like, a lot of people angry. Dev, you're a fat ex-weeb playing Nintendo games with a modernized 15-year-old streaming setup. Why is it 15 years old? What do you mean by that? Optics isn't a thing for you. Give up. What do you mean? I still like some weeby stuff, but I'm not, like, hardcore into anime the way that I was when I was, like, really young. You know what? I was, like, in my teens. I was young and lonely. I was going through a period. Watched a shit ton of anime. Loved it. But, you know, got older. You know, got a girlfriend. Watched less anime. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Send me the details, Arkin. But yeah, basically, what I'm trying to say, though, guys, is basically when it comes to the Pick-A-Me thing, like, I have my takes cemented. I'm absolutely more correct than incorrect, which is going to make a lot of people angry about it. But I also want to say it, like, I want to actually say it properly, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I want to, like, not just say it off the cuff like a fucking idiot. I want to actually, like, say it correctly, you know? Actually. DM on Discord is the best place. And I want to be able to, like, articulate it and write it down and put it in a video. So you know what? I will probably do a Pick-A-Me video at some point. I don't know when, but some point. There's a few issues, all right? Because one of the issues is, like, it's gonna get a shit ton of people angry, but that's fine because I'm right. Simple as that. And you know, the truth shall set us free. It's kind of how I view about it, right? But then there's also the other conversation of, like, if I do want to change my name, surely there's, like, a maximal game strategy for changing my name and also doing this video. Because, like, if I did the video and changed my name, or if I changed my name and did the video, either way, people are going to, like, claim it's some sort of optics move. This is really deep. You know what I mean? People are going to be like, he clearly changed his name right after the video to try and avoid the fallout of his take. And it's like, no. Do I resent Pick-A-Me? No. 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 In fact, actually, Henya is... I'm going to hit something. There's a wall right there I can't even see. This is supposed to be lit up. Henya is actually one of the VTubers that I do watch. Well, I guess I'm just here now. Include the argument / pushback that's what Erdek gave. I don't know. Okay, let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. I'm gonna fall. Oh, there it goes. Shit. My bike! Okay. Hold on. Here. Thanks for those donations, guys. Let me read them right now real quick. Thanks for the sub, Vicar. Hey, Fatso, you went through a period, eh? Fuck you. God damn it. Girthy Parish Priest. Cheers, Dev. Even though you're Canadian, there's a bill. It's going to be voted on Thursday in Congress. Since the internet for all political discussion. The COSA Act. Yeah. Girthy. Arkian also talked about that. Yep, I'm SFO on Discord. Yep, Arkian. Yep. I'll look at it, okay? I'll take a look at it for sure. Thank you, guys. And also another $5. Thanks very much, Girthy. Very appreciated. Hold on. If it comes off as as petty and obsessive to want to do a deep dive on a person you don't know who doesn't know you has nothing to do with your normal content. Hold on. That's literally every time that I've done a Dissecting Degenerate. Like, I don't know Taylor Lorenz. Taylor Lorenz doesn't know me. Alright? I don't give a shit what Taylor Lorenz does. And yet, when I did a Taylor Lorenz video, it was good. You know? I don't see why I wouldn't treat any other public figure in that way, you know? It's like a super dark area. It's like the darkest area. Like, it's lit up, and yet I can't see a single goddamn thing. Like, where am I even going? Thanks for the sub, Sparties. Thank you. Also, what is this giant building below me? What is this thing? Hold on. Is this like an important place? Oh, shit. I mean, that looks important. Here, you know what I'll do? I'll put like a bright bloom here. So I can see it later. Anyway, yeah, Jimbo Jambo. Basically, it's a topic. You know what's really funny? Like, if I had given a take that was more in line with what Pick-A-Me fans wanted, nobody would have said, Dev, don't do this. Obviously, right? Hey, let me on. No, I'm not doing anything spoilerific. Whatever this place is, I'm not going to do it. Oh. Yeah, it's much more visible now that I put that thing there, right? I'm just going to fly over whatever this is and come back to it with Naomi later. I mean, I can't, can I? I'll go over this way then. Basically, like, I know that there are some people who just won't come back, you know? I've lost some viewers, they're gone, and that's that. Some familiar names never returning, you know? I lost some with Slaughter Otter back in 2018. I lost some with Scrump back in 2020. I lost some with Pick-A-Me this year. That's just how it is, you know? That's the nature of the game. But at the very least, I think at least for my sake, the reason that I want my actual take out there is because I'd rather people hate me for something that I actually mean than for something that they perceive that I think, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to hate me, don't hate me for what you think I said. Hate me for what I actually say, what I actually think, and what I actually feel. That's how I feel about it anyway. Which is why I want to set the record straight, even if it would piss people off. I still want to set the record straight. Oh yeah, the dragon comes down here. Hey, buddy. We're not dragon hunting this time, sorry. There's been a bit of a muckraker. I don't know if I call myself a muckraker. I haven't, like, avoided it, but I don't really, like, purposely go into it. Do you think bigger muscles means you're more right in an argument? No, obviously not. Yeah, we're not doing boss hunting today. Maybe we are later. Right now, I'm doing light bloom. What are they called? Light seed, light tree. What are these things called? Light roots. We're doing light root hunting. I'm filling out every light root tonight. Anyway, the reason I bring all this up is, yeah, the optics question of when do I do this video versus when do I change my name? That's a tricky one. But then also just the lamenting of people losing their fucking minds. And that's why it was either at the start of the episode or during the pre-show when Dragonfat, I brought up that guy that used to be your friend. Winged Hussar, like, just the most blatant fucking lies about me. I saw those Discord logs, man. Like, the most blatant lies about the things that I'd said. Just like, Jesus Christ, dude. This is somebody who, like, used to watch me every stream, alright? He paid me $100 to, like, to come on the show and do a game with him. Like, I considered him a friend. But then post-Pick-A-Me, he just started shit-talking me. He had my, like, DM. He was on, like, my friend's personal server, like, just for friends only. Like, this guy was a friend. If he had a problem with what I was saying, he had a direct line to me all the time. But he just left and started shit-talking me in other people's communities. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what kind of fucking person does this? What kind of person is this, man? You know? And I feel this way about everyone at this point. Like, I feel this way, like, obviously about, like, Scrump, right? Obviously about people like Charza, you know? But, man, there's been so many people who just, I thought were cool. That like, we had a problem, okay, come talk to me, we'll talk it out. We'll talk it out, man. And they just don't, you know? You know, like, Slaughter Otter and a bunch of people post-Trump used to be viewers of mine. This was like 2018, long before my current viewers, all right? None of you guys remember this story, except for maybe Dragonfat and, like, Torvar or something. But, like, Slaughter Otter, you know, super dev fan, watched all my stuff. 2018 went far left. He actually got some of, like, my IRL friends to start fucking around with me. I had to cut them out, you know? I had to start cutting out my IRL friends because he was influencing them, all right? This guy ran like a dedicated hate dev server, okay? Torvar, yeah, you were there for it. Dragonfat was there for it. Like, you know, Scrump, he went right-wing. These guys went left-wing. Scrump went right-wing. But the same thing happened, right? Dedicated dev hate server, bunch of former viewers. Just, what the fuck happened to you? I remember you guys all being chill. What the fuck happened to you? You know? $5 from Damien, thank you. What's up, Dev? I'm getting off at 2 a.m. You're coming from buying the car. So my lady will be working with both work. Awesome. Congrats on buying the car, dude. I came in for a politics wrestling versus going to be a hate watcher. Honestly, the Slaughter Order, I think the Slaughter Order guys have left. It's been like 5 years. I don't think they're hate watching me anymore. I think they've just gone off to like circle jerk somewhere else. But like, but the scrump people are mostly gone too. There's still a few people who check back in, but like those hate watcher groups have both moved on, right? Where am I going next? I got that. I think I'm going up here now. That's a long way away. We'll just fly it. Flying gives me a good chance to talk to you guys about stuff. Anyway, yeah. That's basically my rant, because about the CIA, I don't think much about them, to be honest. They're the less interesting three-letter agency. The FBI is way better. You know, Twin Peaks, X-Files, the FBI is great. Probably before I got here. Yeah, Damien, I think so. So wait, yeah, Dragonfat, you said... I missed your chat. It scrolled away before I could read it. You said something about Wing Tassar? What was it that you said about it? About him? But yeah, he was a guy that like used to watch me religiously, and then big fan. I liked him. We became friends. He quietly moved on after picking me and just started shit talking me in the background, in like a different person's community. And then it started saying like when I came back and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you could have just like been chill with me and asked me what I thought. He started like saying that I was bullying him or whatever. And it's like, dude, what the fuck happened to you? Like, you just lost it. Fucking, so many people have just lost their minds, man. The tribalism's insane. Linkasar talked shit about me. I didn't tell him about why he never spoke to me about the problems he had with me. He blocked me and kept talking shit behind closed doors, saying I was gaslighting him. Yeah, on that other YouTuber's Discord, right? I'm gonna go grab some hoagies. Gonna be honest with you guys, I don't even know what a hoagie is. Isn't it just like a big ass sandwich? I think the next big Nintendo game will be. Well, I mean, there was Pikmin 4. Isn't that their next big one? Mario Wonder's coming out. That'll probably be one. Yeah. Sandwich, eh? What's on a hoagie? I know a Reuben has pickles. I'm actually going to do a video on conspiratorial thinking. What drives people to it, when it can be correct and when it's incorrect. I've been thinking about it a lot. Like, you see a lot of... did you guys see the weird conspiracy brain takes where a bunch of leftists on Twitter actually came out and started defending Nazis? Unironically. Because America bad. When it was all just like, history written by the victor bullshit. It's... I know it sounds correct, but it's not. History isn't written by the victor. It can be influenced by the victor, sometimes quite a lot, but it's not written by the victor. Oftentimes, the victor is way too stupid. I changed the game, didn't I, Xavier? Hold on. You know what? This thing flies real straight, so I'll just do it right now. Thanks for the sub. I am Bagface. Thanks, buddy. What's going on with you, Xavier? Xavier's unique in that, like, we've, Xavier, you and I, we've known each other for like 10 years now or more. I'll fix it right now. Thanks, man. I'm just talking about old friends. You know how it is. Old man Dev being an old man. Here, turn it a little bit. Stick drift is ruining my flight. Done. There's it changed now? It should be. You want to install a smart meter in my folks' house? I've told them to fuck off countless times. Keep telling them. Hydrate. Thanks, Igor. Appreciate it. Okay, let's go. You know what this feels like? For those of you who were around when I played Final Fantasy 15, I would just give you like a 15-minute, 20-minute talk about what's been going on in my life as the car auto drives to the destination. Here's the thing. I would only put smart things into my house if I could jailbreak them. Are you streaming tonight, Xaver? Or did Xaver already take off? No? Is Tuesday your off night? Oh, the week off. Going on vacation? My battery's gonna finally run out. That's okay. We're almost at our destination. And there it is. New motherboard. What are you picking up? That sounds awesome. Here. I wonder if we'll actually reach the time limit on these Zonai devices, because every Zonai device actually has a time limit. Like the wing is like 2 minutes, right? Like it just dies real quick. But I think fans have a time limit of like 30 minutes or an hour or something. To be fair, I've jailbroken a lot of devices, man. I was watching Scrump until about 5 to 6 months ago. He seems like he's gone off the edge of sanity. Aiden Paladin and him both joined the Yiz the Unit crowd. Yeah, I know. You know what? I have my own conspiracy. My own little bit of conspiratorial thinking. When Scrump and I interviewed Yiz, he spent half the fucking time talking about how much he loved her accent. Yiz the Eunuch is a white nationalist that used to hang around my community back in like 2019. And I just kind of let her do her thing because free speech. But it got to the point where I had to step in and like remove her. It's like we were doing like movie nights, right? Like just movie nights in the Discord, and she would come in and like start trying to like preach like basically trying to just like find out who in the Discord is like down with the cause, you know, the white nationalist cause. And I was like, we're doing a fucking movie night here. Get the fuck out of here. Like this isn't the place for this shit. You know, like yeah, free speech. I'll let Wignats hang around my community, but like don't come disrupt the fucking movie night, dude. Yeah, she's some type of intersex, yes. But anyway, here's my like conspiracy brain take. The one conspiracy I allow myself to have. When Scrump and I interviewed Yiz the Eunuch, Scrump spent less time questioning her about her ideology and more time complimenting her on her like southern accent, and he found it really attractive, and I think that was the seed that drove Scrump insane. So he found a dick girl's accent hot. Yes, Avalon, yes. I'm literally saying you can be a Nazi, you just can't be rude. Yes. McDonald's secret menu. Hey, listen, I've ordered off the McDonald's secret menu, my friend. I know that stuff's real. Is it funny because every time I talk to my voice confused her with Nick Fuentes? hey, Carl. $5 from Alphonse. First time donating. Been watching. Hold on. Watching since the Gamergate days. Keep up the good work. Thanks very much, dude. Wonderful Galaxy, $5 person. Don't like when that's wrong students. I didn't know you were black, Galaxy, but cool. I honestly, Galaxy, I just thought you were like some kind of troll, but neat. Holtonator, $2. Am I talking about Aiden? No, I'm not talking about Aiden. I'm talking about is the eunuch. Tricky Mario, when's the next video coming out? Dev, tomorrow. My dad doesn't like you, so I bombard him with your content so he gets annoyed. Why doesn't your dad like me? To be honest, yeah, there's like stereotypical, like black voices. And I don't just mean accent, though accent's probably part of it sometimes. But there are like black voices, And Carl, you don't have one. No offense. I don't know if you find that offensive or not. My dad thinks you're too soy. Yeah, it's probably true. Can I get like above this cloud? Like, what's up here? Oh. It's just a bunch of dust. Okay, go back down. We're gonna suffocate. There is a ceiling in some spots. So yeah, basically, like, my conspiracy theory is that Scrump got seduced, not by the dark side of the force, but by the southern bussy, basically. I think a lot of people got, like, royally mind-fucked after 2020 and then COVID, all right? The 1-2 punch. I think some people got royally mind-fucked by that shit. Like the cope about the election and the... Man, how many rightoids were saying, like, that the lockdown's never going to end and this is going to be, like, the opening of the door to the, the digital passport. You can't leave your house without scanning your phone or showing your papers. Can't go into a restaurant without showing your papers. Like, so many rightoids were, like, really fearful that this insane shit could happen. And to be fair, it could have happened, but it didn't. They were acting like it was going to, and it was all over, and it was all the libs' fault. But it didn't happen, How are you in New York, in Tears of the Kingdom? What, this was like New York? A lot of the people who laughed when I said you should stock up became COVIDiots later on. You think so? Oh yeah, dude, like you can see everyone's brain melting, right? You have like leftoids who are out here screaming that like the pandemic isn't over yet and everyone should still be masking up and social distancing. And it's like the far right in the West is destroying everything by not enforcing mandates again. And it's like, it's 2023, dude. What the fuck? It's been 3 fucking years. And then you have people on the right saying that it's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? And then you got people on the right talking constantly about like vaccine side effects. They focus in on those cases or someone like had a heart attack after getting the vaccine and like might have had a complication from the vaccine, and they're like, look at the vaccine is killing everyone. And then you see like on the left side, you see people going fucking nuts over long COVID, you know, and they're like, oh my God, it's all Trump's fault. I have long COVID. I've been out of work for years now. And it's like everyone's losing it. I don't know, like everyone's just gone insane. Okay, let's found another light root. Let's grab it. Thanks for the stretch. I just want politics not be interesting. I know some trans people now who are saying, like, can you just make us, like, unknown again, please? Like, stop talking about the trans stuff. Just forget we existed again. It's like, fair enough, you know? But yeah, I've lost a fair number of friends over the years, over, like, all the various political shifts and realignments. The pick-a-me stuff wasn't strictly political, but it feels the same. It feels the same, you know? It feels the same. Like, I've like encountered people online now who think that I'm like pro groomer. I'm pro like, you know, the drag queen story hour, you know, like stereotype of what the right thinks is happening on the groomer end of things. Does happen sometimes, but not as much as the right thinks. But it does happen sometimes. You know, I've met people who are like, you're totally 100% fine with trans drag queens fucking our children. And I'm like, why do you think that? It's like, well, because of what you said about pick-a-me. And I'm like, boo, what the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck, dude? Like, how dumb? Here we go. Tricky Mario, $5, thanks. Your dad thinks that I brainwash you, even though there's several things that we don't agree on. He calls you my fat mate and fatso. Oh, that sounds pretty good. And Holtznader, $5, thanks. I know there are a lot of crazes out there, but a lot of the arguments have some truth. It's the Heartland Sands that make it silly. Yeah. So here's the thing, all right? Here, I'm going to give you like a fucking hot take that you can clip and ship and get me canceled with right fucking now. But you know what? It's true, okay? Here. Get me canceled with the leftoids, all right? Here. The leftoids will hate me after I say this, okay? Slavery in the United States was not 100% of the time the most evil, 100% evil force in the world. It just wasn't, you know? You're obviously going to have, like, some better slave masters, some worse slave masters. You're going to have some people whose personalities made them more amenable to being in that institution. Doesn't mean that it was a good thing. It was never a good thing. But this idea that every slaver was the absolute worst stereotype of a slaver just isn't true. It's just not. All right? It was nice knowing you, Def. You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing. Everything has nuance. Everything has a near infinite amount of nuance. All right? There are absolutely people who, like, owned slaves and just raped them and killed them and didn't give a fuck. There was people who owned slaves who treated them better, not because they liked them, but because it was like a financial investment. There are people who owned slaves and they didn't really want to, but, oh, look at my fan's finally going off. It's going to finally die. Yeah, there are people who owned slaves but didn't really want to, but did it because like they had to be economically competitive, and they did it to just basically keep up with their competitors. And then there are people who owned slaves and freed them. Like, it's not all one thing all the time. Hope that there's not any black viewers who like are offended at that. Carl, are you still here? Carl, you listening to my shit? Are you listening to this? Here. There's one over there, okay. So yeah. Like, not everything... Dev, my whole family had slaves. Some of them fucked their way out of slavery. Yeah, like, not everything is the worst possible thing or the best possible thing all of the time. You know what I mean? There's always nuance. There's always exceptions to rules. That is, like, life is messy, and that's just how it is. Okay? But no one wants to deal with that sort of conversation anymore. Everyone wants to think that, like, you are either... you either believe what I believe, or you are the worst possible thing that could ever exist. You know what I mean? Which is just ridiculous. Like... Christians called all non-Christians heretics, if you'll recall. In the same way, leftists call all non-leftists Nazis. And the reason why is because they've simply defined that to be the worst possible evil. So dealing with crazies has just become tiring on some level. Okay, heathens, you're right, sorry, heathens. Heathens was the word I was looking for. You know what I was saying, though. It's like a hidden little boss chamber down here. Okay, I'm gonna need... I actually don't think Sargon will ever be Christ-pilled, to be honest. I'm gonna hit the ground before I can do this. Did I kill him? I did. Whomped. Can't really use this, though, can I? I'll put it on the Master Sword. Fuck it. I've got it. Might as well use it. No, you know what? I don't think... Sargon is not going to ever become Christ-pilled. He's kind of like me in that he likes the ethics of religion, but he can't actually believe that God as, you know, a creature in the world, as a being, as an intelligence that might exist out there in reality actually exists. I don't think he'll ever believe that. But the ethics, I think he'll follow. Because they're good ethics. No, turn. Okay, are there any more? Okay, I clearly have to go here. And here. There's a few spots left. I'm going to do all the ones that I can just fly to on my own first. So I think there's like one here somewhere on this little chain. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, let's fly south down to here. Like, this is obviously the maze, right? I'll do that later. Let's fly south. But yeah, there's just like... Yeah, there's just like a lot of nuanced views, you know? And no one wants to consider them, you know? I've been talking to leftoids, they don't want to consider them. I've been talking to rightoids, they don't want to consider them. No one wants to consider them. Is that... That looks like a seed that hasn't been turned on yet. I'm going to go over there and see. Is there like a little... Yeah, right there. That's what it is. A little patch. Let's see. Let's see super chats. Thanks, guys. Really appreciated. $2 from Soupy Cappy. Massa gang, massa gang, massa gang, massa gang. Jesus Christ. Okay, dude. Holtzinator. For $10. Thanks very much, dude. That's not a hot take. Compare it to the trans-Saharan slave trade. Not even close. Here's a hot take. Had we practiced slavery like the Arabs, BLM wouldn't be a thing. Holy shit. I changed it from Final Fantasy. I changed it twice now to Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. No Final Fantasy. Not tonight. Sorry. $2 from Holtzinator. Did you see that Trigonometry interviewed Marvin? I did. It was actually a really good conversation. I really enjoyed it. I have my problems with, again, some of the things he says, but, like, all the comments, okay? I watched Trigonometry talking to Curtis Yarvin, Mencius Moldbug. I watched the interview. Good talk. I read the comments. The comments were overwhelmingly saying, like, this guy is articulating things that I thought but haven't been able to put into words. And also saying, this guy is having conversations unlike any other conversation that I've seen. And it's so refreshing to see it. And it's like, you know what? Fair enough, right? Like, every political conversation nowadays is just fucking boring. And even if the right wing is fundamentally wrong about something, they at least have a difference of opinion. And it's an interesting difference of opinion, even if they're wrong. And sometimes they're not wrong, sometimes they're right. But even when they're wrong, it's at least an interesting difference of opinion. Galaxy for $10. Thank you. I'm Latino, Dev, not black, LMAO. I'm dating a white girl while white men are too soy and basement dwelling to ask out white girls on dates. Modern men are pussy whipped. Thanks, buddy. I asked... No, actually, no. Naomi asked me out. Fair enough. There'll be a new video tomorrow. There'll be a new video tomorrow. Yeah, I rejected Naomi at first, and then she asked me to again a year later, and I said yes. It would have been so funny if the open letter of members had turned Stardust into a neo-reactionary. Stardust didn't read it. Yeah, this is the improved hover bike. You take steering stick, fan, and 2 of those zero gravity elevator pieces. Well, no, like, when I first met Naomi, she was in a very different period of her life. And she wanted a casual fling, and I didn't want it. And then we became friends. We were friends for like a year. And then afterward, here's what's interesting, actually. She asked me out, and that she wanted someone to go see Deadpool with, but she wasn't really in contact with her friends from high school anymore because she had just left high school. And high school was on it. Like, their friends from high school were shitty. You know, they were kind of like terrible people. And she's like, I want to go. I don't know anybody anymore. Like, The few friends that I do have don't want to go, but like, you know, Dev, we're work friends. Do you want to go hang out outside of work? And I was like, yeah, sure. You know, I don't mind seeing Deadpool. Sure. So we went and saw Deadpool, and it felt kind of like a date. And then, in like the most non-romantic way possible, we had a very rational conversation about if we wanted to date or not. And I brought up the fact that I was only interested in a long-term relationship. I didn't want to have a fling. And I also told her that, like, there's obviously an age gap here because she was 19 and I was 29. And we had to, like, be adults and work through that in a responsible manner. And we kind of, like, we spent, like, 3 hours walking across the city because it was too late past the buses, right? We spent 3 hours walking across the city just discussing both of our past relationships and a bunch of our IRL stuff and discussing how a relationship would work in, like, a very, you know, a very rational way, which is not how most relationships start. But we did it, and it worked out. Okay, I have to go here, down into the Rito village. Are there any more? Here, in the lake. Pro Jared Holly moment. But no, I basically told her that, like, you know, I have a certain way I want my life to be, certain things I want to do. Here's how I'm laying out my expectations, and she was just cool with all of it. She found it very refreshing and mature, because no other guy she had been with was willing to do anything like that. And I was like, damn, I guess that's pretty awesome. Okay, there's clearly like a way to dive down here, right? Like, how do we get down into the Rito mine? In the top right corner of the map. Yes, there is. That's I can't get. I have to go from the outside as well to get there. Oh, okay. Yeah, this I have to enter from the outside. If there's anything here, I have to enter from the outside. I don't think there is, though. Here I have to enter from the outside. And here I have to enter from the outside, I think. So yeah, you know what? We've done a bunch of just talking, chatting with you guys. I'll warp back here, take a short break. I have to go to the washroom. And we'll continue in a few minutes. BRB, guys. I love you.